Welcome, Chardon families. This is Mr. Murray, and today I'm going to explain the procedures for school. So, this is parent drop off, and today I'm taking my two sons to school, driving to the beautiful landscape of Chardon High School. Notice first I'm using proper precautions, stopping at the stop sign, looking both ways, and then heading off to Chardon High School. Today we're going to be taking our children to the first day of school. What I want you to notice here first is the procedures for taking kids who are car riders. Car riders are going to be entering into the main building area here, and when you enter into the main area, you'll see the brand new blacktop, which is very nice, and you'll drive all the way up to that flagpole, and you will there take and drop off your sons and daughters. And for today's episode, you're going to welcome my two sons, Ryan and Doug. I drop them off. I say I love you. They wave back, say go away. Just kidding. And they enter into Chardon High School. When they enter into Chardon High School, they're going to be met by an adult that's going to be scanning them. They're going to do a temperature scan to make sure they're under 100 degrees. Student drivers, when you come into the student parking lots, you are going to be driving at approximately 5 miles an hour, where you're going to meet Don Reed. He's our parking lot attendant. Don is going to be parking you, and you're going to go past, most of you, past the freshman mentoring spots, and you're going to be driving over to the appropriate spot where he is going to be waving you in and making sure that you're parking at the right location so that we can stage all of our cars. So this is where my sons drive to school that day, and they're walking off through the student parking lot all the way up to the crosswalk, and certainly notice that they are keeping their distance, wearing their masks as they cross the road and enter into what we call the four doors. And what they do there is there will be another adult that will be taking a temperature screening as they walk in. This is a fast screening process. You do not have to wait. It immediately is able to take your temperature as you walk in. These are for our late people. Late guys, guess what? Doors are locked. Yep, they're locked. Gotta go around. That's right, Dougie, you missed that one. You gotta walk all the way around the front of the building with your friend Ryan, and you're going to be walking to get your temperature screened in the front of the building. This will include any of our open campus kids that try to do this and don't get in. You got to go to the front of the building where we can properly check for temperature screenings and check you in for the beginning of the day. Just like before, as you get your steps in, you're going to be meted at the front of the building where there will be an adult that will be screening you and making sure you get into school and head right into your class period. For our bus riders, taking that beautiful yellow bus, you have a separate location. You're going to be going up through the bus depot. You're going to be driving around. The bus driver is going to be taking you around. That big semi is not going to be there when you go to school the first day. It is for our video. And you are going to be dropped off in the front of the 200s hallway. Right there is a health annex, maintenance parks there, and the buses will stop approximately right here, and you will be getting off one by one. There will be an adult at those doors where they will be taking and properly screening you at the front doors of the 200s before you head off to your class immediately. When you enter school, say you got screened, really important that you keep your social distancing. Make sure you do what my son Doug's not doing and take the middle of the road. Do what my other son's doing, take the right side of the road. Just like if you're driving a car, you want to be on the right side. We will have labels and stickers noting where to go, but you go directly to your class, and you will be going right to your class when you come into school. Notice, wash your hands, sanitize them, and you will notice that we have desk shields that will be set up for each classroom. So you sit there in class, the bell's going to ring, you're going to exit the classes, going from first period to your next period. You're going to make sure that you take the far right lane as you head on down the hallway, and you're going to be making your way to your next class. You're going down, for this example, down responsibility ramp, which will take you down to the 100s area. And as you transition to your next class, notice that you keep to the right, look both ways, and then keep on walking to your next destination. Please note that every single locker here is locked. We are going to use book bags this year. Most of you used them last year, but we want to make sure we're keeping things sanitized and keeping them safe. So let's say you had physics. There, sanitize your hands. Notice a different classroom. Inside the classroom, you do have proper social distancing. We've accommodated for that, and then you have your desk barriers that will be set up. So as you're in class, you're learning, the bell rings, you'll be transitioning back. It's very important that you keep on the right side of the road as you transition to class. Note that at Chardon High School, it's very hard to have one-way hallways because of the mentalized halls. So stay to the right wearing your masks as you transition from class to class. As you transitioned into lunch, Mr. Bandera and Mr. Heim, my sons here, Mr. Heim's going to buy lunch. He's going to put it on the identified spot that is for him, which we marked with green. And my other son here, he packed his lunch and he's going to go right to his seat that's been identified for him. Mr. Heim, my son's going to grab his lunch. He's going to purchase it with a touch fob system. And then if they're sitting together, notice there's one seat apart where you can take off your mask to enjoy your lunch. That is a little bit of our procedures at Chardon High School.